Hi everyone, this is HM&S video number 8 and you are most welcome for it. Using Microsoft Excel, start with data entry. That's why in our previous few videos we have been seeing different techniques how we can enter data in Microsoft Excel. This video also is going to be the last video. We are going to dedicate it for data entry and we are going to see what is called Excel data entry form. If you are very familiar with Microsoft Access, you might have already seen what is called a form. But in Excel also, we also do have a form where we can use to enter data in Microsoft Excel. Excel data entry form helps us to take a large data like this one that's having very many columns and we enter it vertically instead of entering it horizontally. So let's switch on to it and we see what we are meaning by Excel data entry form and we see how we can make the best use of it. So we have this huge table showing Ildefon's Microsoft offline video sales data in the year 2023. And it has very many columns: date, sale ID, agent number, agent name, and it goes on to this side up to amount. So it's actually a little bit huge. And if you're entering it like that, it might be very difficult for you to enter because you need to sometimes scroll in order to get to some other columns. So we want to see how best we can enter data having very many columns in Microsoft Excel. The best way is to use what is called Excel data entry form. So let's see what we are meaning by data entry form. Now this data set here is very huge. What we are going to do, we are going to pick only 3 samples from this data set and then it will help us to understand data entry form. When you're using Excel data entry form, you need to start by typing your field name. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to highlight my field names here because I'm going to pick a sample from this huge table. Control C to copy it. Then I'm going to come to the side, click on cell J3, Control V to paste it there. Let me resize it so that it can be well seen. Now that I have my field names already, I can now go to Excel data entry form and we see how it looks like. Now you need to click on a cell which is within the table. For you to get to data entry form, there are actually a number of ways you can do that. First of all, you can come to the search box, you click and then you type form, you will find form here. So when you click on form, you can click on it. You can read on this message if you want to get more about it, but you click OK and this is how the Excel forms look like. I'm going to click escape. Now you can as well go to the search box and then when you type form, you see the form, you can right click and then add it to the quick access toolbar so that you can easily find it on the quick access toolbar. However, you can as well come to the quick access toolbar and then you add it there. You click on this drop down arrow, you come to more commands, wait for it to open. Now it will open for you the quick access toolbar and more commands. Now from here you can get very many commands that is actually not included at the ribbon. First of all, these are showing popular commands. You can as well come to this drop down and then you come to all commands. Now this all commands here contains all the commands in Microsoft Excel. So you can as well go through these commands. You see the one you like most, you add it to the quick access toolbar. However, for our case, we want to add form. So I'm going to click somewhere in the commands and then type F to take me where the F is starting from because what I want is form. So I can easily see that form is here. I can click and then click add to quick access toolbar. Now, what is being displayed here is what is there on the quick access toolbar. So once I've already added it onto the quick access toolbar, you click OK. Once you click OK, you can see that on the quick access toolbar, I already have forms. So once you select somewhere in your table, you can click to get to the forms, click OK, and then you get the forms. I'm going to click escape. The keyboard shortcut for getting to forms is Alt-D or Enter. And then it will open for you the forms. Now let's see, what does the forms look like? It is called the data entry forms. That's how they call this dialog box. And what you are seeing to the left hand side of the form is actually the field names that we have already typed here. If I'm to move this form down a bit, you can see that all the field names that I've typed here, is what is being displayed to the left hand side of the forms. And then on this side of the form, there are actually other options that we are going to see how we can use them. But now let's see how can we type into Excel using these forms here. You can type what you want on these blocks here. So now let's start typing already. 10/04/2024. Now when you want to go to the next field, you simply use the tab key. Now the sale ID HMT 8, tab, the agent number is 8, tab, the agent name is Chong, tab, region is Northern, tab, telephone number 0781000000, amount 353529. Now once you have already entered all the fields like this, you can simply hit enter. Now I want you to see, let me see if I can pull this one up a bit. Now I want you to see, immediately I hit enter, see what is going to happen down here. Let's go, enter. Now automatically when you hit enter, whatever you have written on the form is automatically transferred into your Excel worksheet the way you are seeing. So let's enter the second record, 08/10/2023, tab HMT10, tab agent number is 10, tab the agent name is Beseba, tab region is Central, tab telephone number is 0781000000, and then the amount is going to be 288031. Enter. Let's enter the third record. Then the amount 452713. Now instead of using enter, you can as well use the new button here. Let's see, new. It's just the same as enter. Now when you have already typed all your data and now you want to remove the form, you can as well click on close, or you can even close it using this X, the close button, or you can also hit escape. So for my case, I'm going to click close. Now I have my records here, the sample I've told you. We can come down to this side, increase the column, and then highlight, control 1, come to the number, custom number formatting, where there is type instead of general, let's use +256/0, and then we hit enter to format it. I'm also going to format my amount, highlight it, control 1, come to currency, from symbols I'm going to use Uganda shilling, 0 decimal is okay, click OK. Then increase the column. Now I'm going to highlight, come to this, give it all border. So that one is the first mess. So let's see some other different way how you can do it. I'm going to highlight these field names up to here, control C. So I'm going to click on cell J9, control V to paste my field names there. So what I'm going to do, instead of entering all the records and then you format later, I'm going to enter the first record and then format it so that the rest of the records will always get the formatting and it will continue like that. So let's see. The first record is going to be and then the amount is 353529. Control enter. So now I've already entered the first record, as you can see. So this one here, I'm going to control 1, come to custom, instead of general, +256 space 0, enter. And then this one here, control 1, come to currency, Uganda shilling is okay, 0 decimal, click OK. I've already formatted the first record on the table. I'm now going to the form and start entering using form. So you can click on the form or use the keyboard Alt-D-O to open the form. Now it opens for me the form when it has already selected the first record that I've already entered into the form. That's why it's showing here 1 of 1, meaning there's already one record in the form. So if I want to start entering the new one, I simply click on new record, come here and then I start typing 08 0781000000. Now from the form you will not see the formatting, but once you hit enter it will automatically carry the formatting. So I'm going to hit tab. The amount is 288031 new. Now you can see it has already carried the formatting above. So let's type the last one. And then when I hit enter, escape to remove the form, you can see that all the records we have entered after the formatting, it also got the formatting. So I can highlight my table and then give it all borders. I'm going to highlight this plus one record. I'm simply going to copy it, Control V. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to first format this table as the official Excel table to show you that Excel data entry form also works in official Excel table. We're going to see more about the Excel table later on, but for this case, let's see that Excel data entry form also works in an Excel table. So you click anywhere within your table. By the way, when you click outside, not within the range, and then you try to go to form, you will get an error. This can't be applied to the selected range. Select a single cell in the range and try again. So you need to select somewhere within your data or within your table. Then when you go to insert table, you can see it saying create a table and then my table as added. So you can simply click OK, and this one is what is called the official Excel table. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. You can as well use the keyboard shortcut to create an Excel table. You click somewhere within the table, and there are actually two keyboard shortcuts you can use. The first one that was used a long time ago, it's Control L. My table as header, then you hit enter. Or I'm going to Control Z. You can as well use Control T. My table as header, enter. So all those keyboard shortcuts work. Immediately you create an Excel table, you need to come to design, and then you come to the table name, you double click, then you give it a good table name, like maybe, let's say, Ildefonso Microsoft Offline Sale Data, and then you hit enter. So this is now the official Excel table, and we have put there one record already. So let's see, all DO. Now if you want to delete some other records from this, like for example, we already have this one record, and for example, if you want to delete that one record, you simply come to delete it, and it will give you this message: displayed record will be permanently deleted. Even you click OK, automatically you can see that it has already been deleted from here. If I close this form, you can see that it has already been deleted. It's showing like this because it's an Excel table, but the record has already been deleted. All DO. New record. Now let's see the next record. I'm going to use new form, and automatically it's entered there. 06/06/2023 tab, and then the amount is 452713. Now I'm going to hit enter and then click close. Now this is the official Excel table, and forms also work in the official Excel table as you saw us typing it, as you can see. Now let's come to this big table, click somewhere, all DO to open forms. Now this one on top here is showing that 1 of 500. Reason being, there are actually 500 different records in this table. When I come to find next, it will keep on bringing for you the next one, like that, like that, like that, as you can see. The next one, 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 like that, like that. Now when you go to find previous, it will get back to the previous one. You can see here it's talking of 9 of 500, previous is 8 of 500, 7 of 500. When you click on find next, it will go to 8 of 500, just like that. It will keep on finding the next one, the next one, the next one, like that. There's this arrow. When you scroll it, it will keep on moving. As you can see from the numbers here, it will keep on moving like that, like that, like that, like that. If you, for example, you want to get to the 100, to the 100 records, you can try to look for it from here, and once you see it around 100, you move. this is 101. It's actually very hard for you to do it like that. However, when you click somewhere within the range like this, it moves 10 records at a go. 10, 10, 10, 10, as you can see. And if you use the scroll arrow, it moves 1 record at a go. There's this button called the criteria button. This criteria button is used to find records within your table. Now let's click on criteria, and then we see. Now immediately you click on criteria, instead of criteria, it will change to form. This is the data entry form. Now if you want to find something, like for example, you want to see the records for Beseba, you can simply come and type in the agent name Beseba, and then once you have already typed there, you can simply click on form. Now this one has already taken you to the form. It's not yet showing anything, but it has already taken you to the form. This is where we started it from. Now, but when you now start finding next, it will start finding for you only the records for Beseba. I want you to see the numbers here, how the numbers are changing. When you go to find next, it has found the Beseba of 21st of October 2023. Find next, Beseba of 27th. Find next, find next, find next, find next. It will keep on finding for you only the records for Beseba. When I go back to criteria and then I remove the Beseba, I want to see only the records that are having the amount greater than 300,000. Then I go to forms. Now it has first taken us back to where we were. Find next. You can see from here, all the records it's going to be displaying will be greater than 300,000. Find next, find next, find next, find next, find next. However, you can as well do less than. Instead of greater than 300,000, you can do something like less than 100,000. Then you click to form, find next, find next, find next, find next, go back to previous, go back to previous, find next, find next. So you can do that. Now that one is the importance of criteria in the data entry forms. Now I'm going to hit escape to remove the form. There's actually one thing that I want to show you. Let me highlight this, Control C. I'm going to come down and then paste it on cell J21, Control V. I want to show you that data validation also works in forms. Now I'm going to come to the amount and then highlight certain rows like this one here. Then I go to data. This is what is called data validation. Now we're going to also see more about data validation in later video, but let's see that it also works in form. When you click on it, it opens for you the data validation dialog box. The keyboard shortcut to go to data validation dialog box is Alt DL. So now when you come to the data validation dialog box, instead of allowing any value, let's come here and we see the amount we want should be the whole number, and the whole number should be greater than, let's say, 100,000. So let's click OK. Click on anywhere, Alt O to open your forms, and then I'm going to click new record. Now I'm not going to put anything, I just want to show you that data validation also works in form. Let's try to type any amount that is less than 100,000. 99,000. Now once you have typed that and you try to enter it with a new, you will get an error. This value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for these cells. But when you come here and then you type the 100,000 itself and then you click name, it will also give you the same error. Now if I come here and then I simply add 1, this one is already greater than 100,000. And if I'm to click new, it will accept this one now. So I'm going to close this one. That one is just to show you that data validation also works in Excel data entry form. Now that's what we can share about the Excel data entry form. What we have been seeing from video 1 up to now is just introduction to Microsoft Excel, and more so it's all about data entry in Excel. Starting from the next video, we are going to start now seeing how we can use the data that's already in Excel to do other things now and to solve real world problems. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring the bell notification icon so that you doesn't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next video, HM&S video number 9, and then we meet again. Thank you.